Dharma is for all. And this establishment of Sanatana Dharma in the hearts of all mankind is the ultimate, the acme, the ultimate, the fulcrum, the crux of the mission is this. That Atma Vidya or Brahma Vidya, or we call Sanatana Vidya, should get established in the hearts of all men and women, of all races, religions, caste, creed, geography, gender, doesn't matter. Because this is for all. There is no separate God in Sanatana Dharma. You are the God being discussed over here. All religions have their gods. In Sanatana Dharma there is no God. You are the God. That's why it is about you, and so you are the most important person. This is the knowledge which has to be imparted now to all mankind, and all the modifications that are happening in our education, in our ashram, in the messages that are going out from here, and also the changes that are happening in the society and the world at large. It's all to make it conducive for the avatar to play out his role in the mission of spreading Sanatana Dharma. Soon world will be fed up with materialism, with these illusory promises of happiness in material objects, in relationships, in name, fame, position, power. People will be done with all that. A new world has to emerge. But for that the old must go. Both can't exist together. If day has to dawn, night must go. Both cannot exist simultaneously. And therefore, because the new is arriving, the old must go. These are birth pangs of a new era, a new time in the history of mankind. And birth pangs are pangs after all. So let go of our old, let go of our past, let go of our dead habits. It will take some effort. Attachment will be painful. But those who have seen through the entire thing and they have set their eyes on the higher goal, for them letting go of this old is no big deal. But those who are still opening their eyes to this new truth, to this new dawn, letting go of their slumber is a little difficult thing. And therefore this resistance in the world. But all that is happening is perfectly under the divine master plan. Everything is under the great divine design. It could not have been better than what it is. It can't be improved and made any further better than what it is. It is the way it is supposed to be. Take refuge in this fact. Take refuge in this thought that it is perfect the way it is. This is under a great divine design. We may not understand it with our puny minds. He cannot be understood by the mind or described in words. Therefore this confusion. But let go of this mind, forget about your words, and just experience from the heart everything is perfect as it is to be. And this all is leading to a very new era, a new page in the chapter of human history, golden page. It's coming already, it has begun. So some pain will be there. Mahabharata war did happen, isn't it, to establish Dharma. You can say so many people were killed, Krishna could have avoided the war, somehow worked on the minds of the Kauravas and transformed them and avoided the whole war. Seemingly Krishna went and failed in his peace efforts. Krishna failed in maintaining peace, the Lord of the universe. So let us not celebrate Krishnashtami. He failed then and there. Why should we talk? No, because we have seen through the personality of Krishna. So was the Mahabharata war necessary to establish Dharma? So many lakhs of people had to be killed on the battlefield. So many men and women had to lose their kith and kin. Yes, that is how Krishna had planned it. So unless there are hard blows, we don't wake up from the slumber. Soft, cajoling words don't make us give up our deep ignorance, sleep of ignorance. Then a few big blows are required. That is when we wake up to this new reality. So a new era has begun, and those who have the sight to see, they will be able to see it. They can see the hand of God in everything. As Kena Upanishad says, Pratibodha Viditam Matam. See God's plan, God's design in every experience of your life. The one who sees that, ya pashyati, sa pashyati. He alone sees. Otherwise it says, pashyannapi na pashyati mudaha. The fool cannot see even if it is right in front of his eyes. Because he has the eyes, but he does not have the vision. So the one who has the vision of what's coming clearly knows it is correct, it is appropriate, it is perfect the way it is. This is what will wake up humanity into a new era, a new world, a new dawn, where people will live with this idea that everything is God. They are God and everything is God. And that is the ultimate achievement of the Avatar's mission. For that sake only everything is going on. So be ready, be prepared, be surrendered in your mind, accept things as they come, and take refuge in this idea that everything is under that great divine master plan. We may not understand it, we may or may not be able to talk or describe it, doesn't matter. Just go with the flow and you will realize that how everything is perfect. So that is the Krishnashtami message, that instead of begging and beseeching God to solve our problem, remove this problem and save us from this, save us from that, enough. We've been doing that for a very, very long time. Now let us wake up to this truth that we are indestructible. We are eternal. We have no birth, no death, no middle. We were, are and will be because we are Brahman. We are the divine and nothing less than that. And give up this childish attitude towards things. These unnecessary fears, anxieties, this shivering and shuddering all the time. Give up all this. This weak-mindedness should be given up. And wake up to this new reality, this ultimate reality, that you are divine. That is the time, that is the message of Krishnashtami. And you all should and must put efforts on this path to realize that you are Krishna. You are Krishna not as the body and the form and the name, but Krishna as that universal consciousness which is present in all, at all times, in all places. And realizing that only Ananda Prapti, Kushyati iti Krishna. That mission of Swami, Akhila Manavulaku Anandamunnu Gurchi, Rakshinchutuntute. This is how I will save the humanity. How? By giving them that ultimate knowledge of their existence, that you are God, you must realize it as you live. And with that become full of Ananda. So this is the ultimate reason why avatars come. This is the message of Krishnashtami to all the people who are watching from around the world. Know in your heart everything is perfect. And be happy as you are. Things could not have been better than what they already are. Thinking thus, rejoice, let the life be not just a celebration on one day of one avatar's birthday. Every single day is a celebration because we are alive to this idea that we are divine and therefore we must celebrate this idea. So lot of blessings to everybody around the world. Yes, at physical level you may be missing, I may be missing you, you may be missing me or coming here. But know in our heart of hearts we are one and the same. So therefore the earlier we realize that, the lesser these problems of missing and will happen. Therefore realize that in your heart, I am always with you, not with you. As you, I am there. Because we are all one in that divine consciousness. May that consciousness guide our path. May all enjoy this truth in their lives and thereby be always delighted in this awareness. These are the Krishnashtami blessings to all the devotees, all the students, staff, and everyone else who is watching in the ashram and outside. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha ma apnuyat. Let everybody be happy. Let everybody be healthy. Let nobody see any sorrow anywhere. Let all see only good and auspicious which is everywhere. Let nobody have any misery, any sorrow. With this prayer to Lord Krishna, we end the program today.